A crown does not make a king, power does. Robert the Bruce learned that at an altar. Inside Greyfriars Church, he didn't just cross a line, he wiped it out. Robert the Bruce killed John Comyn in a holy place, and in that moment he turned Scotland's future into a manhunt. From that moment on, the law was against him, the church was against him, and retreat was no longer an option. He would rule Scotland or be erased from it. Bruce took the crown anyway, but a crown without control is just a target. Within weeks of the murder, everything collapsed. His army was caught unprepared and destroyed, not defeated, shattered, men slaughtered in their camps before they could lift a shield. Bruce escaped, barely. What followed was not mercy. His wife and daughter were taken, his sisters were displayed in cages, his brothers were hunted down and executed. The message was clear. This was not a war for territory, it was a warning. Bruce had tried to fight like a knight, and knights die first. Within a year, stripped of his army, his allies, and his family, he ran into the wilderness, not as a king, but as prey. This should have been the end. Instead, it was the beginning. Bruce learned something in exile. Castles were not strength, honor was not protection, open battle was a trap. The English didn't rule Scotland with armies. They ruled it with systems, roads, supplies, garrisons, fear. Moray had shown how fragile that system was at Stirling. Bruce, in exile, learned how to break it on purpose. So Bruce stopped fighting soldiers. He started dismantling control. This wasn't rebellion, it was erosion. Small strikes, night attacks, ambushes and ground cavalry couldn't use. Patrols vanished, convoys burned, messengers never arrived. The land itself turned hostile. Forests hid killers, boglands swallowed horses, mountain paths became choke points, not by accident but by design. Bruce wasn't defending territory. He was making occupation unbearable. When he took castles, he didn't hold them. He destroyed them. Walls torn down, gates burned, wells poisoned. Nothing left to retake. Each ruin was a message. You can't rule what you can't hold. The English responded the only way they knew how. They sent another army north, veteran troops, heavy cavalry. The same force that had crushed Bruce before. They expected another easy kill. Bruce gave them a lesson instead. He chose the ground. Narrow, boggy, unforgiving. He ordered trenches dug, not for defense, but to break momentum. When the charge came, it died in the mud. Horses fell, men piled up, armor became a liability. The knights never reached the line. And when panic set in, Bruce's men advanced. Not chasing glory, finishing the job. It wasn't a great battle. It was a proof. The hunted man had just proved something terrifying. He didn't need a bigger army to win. He just needed the right ground and the right kind of men. Bruce had learned how to win without matching strength for strength. He wasn't fighting armies anymore. He was weakening the system that supported them. From that point on, Scotland changed. The war stopped being about banners and crowns. It became personal. Ruthless men rose to the surface, men who didn't hesitate, men who understood this kind of war. Men shaped by it. Bruce didn't just rebuild his cause. He forged weapons, and the sharpest of them was still to come. Because this kind of war doesn't create heroes. It creates predators. Men who strike at night, men who make examples, men who understand fear as a weapon. This wasn't rebellion anymore. It was the kind of war that creates men who don't flinch. Men like James Douglas. Next, the man Bruce unleashed to do what even a king couldn't. The man who turned a ghost war into pure terror. The Black Douglas.